What are the consequences of a guilty plea? Imagine standing in a courtroom, knowing that your decision to plead guilty will shape your future in ways you might not fully realize. When someone accepts a plea deal, they are essentially agreeing to admit guilt and accept a sentence without going through a full trial. This choice might seem like a quick way out, but it comes with serious consequences that can last a lifetime. First, a guilty plea results in a permanent criminal record. This record can follow you everywhere, affecting your chances of getting a good job, renting a home, or even obtaining certain professional licenses. For example, a conviction for theft or drug possession can disqualify you from jobs in finance, health care, or education. It can also lead to the suspension or loss of licenses needed to work in specific fields. Next, there are the sentencing and penalties. When you accept a plea deal, the court usually agrees to a specific sentence, which can include fines, probation, or time behind bars. While plea bargains often aim to reduce the severity of penalties, you are still facing some form of punishment for the crime. The court might agree to a lighter sentence than if you went to trial, but the consequences are still significant. Another important aspect is that pleading guilty means giving up your right to contest the charges. You cannot challenge the evidence against you or argue your case in front of a jury. This means you lose the chance to present a defense or prove your innocence. If new evidence comes up later, you generally cannot appeal or reopen the case based on trial errors. There are also collateral consequences that might not be immediately obvious. For instance, a guilty plea can mean losing your right to vote or serve on a jury. It can restrict your ability to own or carry firearms. Non-citizens who plead guilty might face deportation or be ineligible for citizenship. You could also be barred from receiving certain government benefits like public housing or student loans. Plus, a conviction can make future offenses more serious, leading to harsher penalties. On a personal level, a criminal record can affect your reputation, relationships, and mental health. It might cause social stigma and emotional stress, impacting your life beyond legal issues. Courts want to make sure that any guilty plea is made knowingly and voluntarily. Judges ask defendants if they understand the charges, the rights they are waiving, and the possible consequences. This process helps prevent someone from pleading guilty out of confusion or pressure. In criminal defense work, it is vital to carefully evaluate whether accepting a plea deal is the best choice. Defense attorneys work to ensure clients understand all the long-term effects, negotiate to reduce charges or penalties, and consider whether going to trial might be a better option. Sometimes, if a plea was entered involuntarily or without full understanding, it might be possible to withdraw it, but that can be a complex legal process. Overall, accepting a plea deal might seem like a quick fix, but it is a decision with lasting effects. It is important to weigh the immediate benefits against the long-term consequences, and always seek guidance from a qualified defense attorney to protect your rights and future.